In just about 2 hours from now and a day before the fourth round of talks between farmers and the Modi government, things have gone to the next level. Remember, the farmers have so far been meeting with the Agriculture Minister, but at 7 p.m. today, Home Minister Amit Shah will be meeting 13 to 14 of the farmer union leaders at his own residence at 7 p.m. today. Farmer Union leader Rakesh Tikait said that farmer unions are hopeful that a breakthrough might come through this meeting that has been completely elusive so far, remember. The Bharatiya Kisan Union, however, has maintained that there has been no change in their demands. They will reiterate their demand for a rollback of all farm laws during their meeting today with Amit Shah.
तो अमित शाह ने खुद बुलाया है या आप मिलने जा रहे हैं?
नहीं, दोनों ही चीज होगी। जब कोई बुलाएगा जब भी तो जाएंगे, किसी के घर पर अगर जाना है तो बुलाएगा जब भी तो मिल सकते हैं।
मुद्दा तो
मुद्दे सारे यही हैं, जो मसले हैं, इन मसलों का समाधान कैसे निकले।
कोई बीच का रास्ता भी संभव है आपको लगता है?
करेंगे, बात करेंगे, चल कर वहीं करेंगे बात।
कितने बजे मीटिंग है आप लोगों की?
7 बजे। अभी सिंघो बॉर्डर पे एक मीटिंग है, सब लोगों को एक एजेंडा तय करेंगे हम पहले अपना कि क्या प्रस्ताव वहाँ रखना है।
Want to go across to India Today's National Affairs editor Rahul Srivastava for more on this. Rahul, so far there have been 3 rounds of talks. The farmer union leaders have been meeting with, interfacing with Narendra Singh Tomar, the agriculture minister. When Amit Shah meets them today, it's going to be obviously be an escalation in the level of engagement. The government obviously deploying even bigger guns for these talks. But is there anything specific that we know, or what the sort of battle plan, if I could call it that, for the government when Amit Shah meets with these leaders today?
Shiv, one can't really say what exactly is Amit Shah's offering on the plate to the farmer unions. But I will tell you that today morning, India Today had reported that this is part of a larger strategy. It's a change in gears that the government has engaged. For several days, the government was on the back foot. One, the unity of the 60 farm unions, and also the fact that there were no political players part of the farmers' protest was actually keeping the government's back against the wall. But the moment yesterday, a large number of opposition parties made it a Modi government versus a race contest, in which they were out to do 2 things. One, benefit from the farm protests, brand the government as anti-farmer, and perhaps to create a perception across the country that the government has failed. Now, in that, the moment they stepped in, the government took off its gloves. It got an opportunity to brand the protests as politically backed and politically motivated. And the moment that happened, the government engaged the next gear, and what it did, it sent across clear directive to all the states ruled by the BJP and the NDA, ensured that the Bandh is thwarted. Since there was no Bandh whatsoever in terms of vigor, and also if you notice, there were political fault lines within the opposition camp, with Mamata Banerjee, for example, not enforcing a Bandh, because there are left parties present as far as the Bandh and the farmer protests are concerned. Maharashtra, for example, could not really enforce a Bandh. It said that buses will run, trains will run, cars will run, restaurants will open. And that's why the Bandh's failure to actually cripple India, to create a consensus and solidarity against the government, has created grounds of strength for the government now. So the government's bargaining power has changed. Now that it's not a pan-Indian protest, farmers are not getting support all across the country. The government feels that it has got a ground of advantage, and that's where Amit Shah has stepped in with an offer. There is another strategy in it, Shiv. Earlier, the talks with the agriculture minister were being held with 40 unions, of which many of them on Friday night were in favor of accepting the amendments government was offering and then calling off the protest. Now, but at that time, since there were larger number of those who were against this move, they wanted that bill should be repealed. Now the number has been reduced. So in this meeting, when people go in, though there are some strident demands also, but also there are people who are on the neutral ground. And that will give the government a better tool to negotiate some kind of a solution as far as the farm stir is concerned. I will say that the government is trying to take advantage of the situation which has emerged from the Bandh.
Okay, very interesting. So, no less than the Home Minister will be meeting with them ahead of that fourth round of talks tomorrow. All of the 3 rounds that have happened so far have been inconclusive. Nothing has happened. No change of position. Let's see if at 7 p.m. today the Union Home Minister manages to create some kind of a platform before those talks tomorrow. Rahul, thank you very much for that. Well, farmers in several parts of the country today observed a chakka jam from 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. in protest against the Modi government's farm laws. Delhi-Haryana borders at Singhu, Tikri, the Delhi-Uttar Pradesh borders at Ghazipur were blocked by farmers. Metro services, however, continued to remain fully operational. Taxi and auto services were partially hit. Even markets across the capital remained open with heavy security deployed. Ambulance and emergency services were exempted from the Bandh call. The mood across the country has remained mixed. Farmers staged rail roko protests in Bengal's Howrah, Kolkata, Uttar Pradesh's Prayagraj and also in Bhubaneswar. In Amritsar, they shut down shops. The Mumbai Dabbawala Association also supported the Bandh. In Mumbai, public transport was limited and shops shut. The situation, though, remained normal in the southern cities of Bengaluru and Chennai, except for rallies taken out by opposition parties.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.